another quick video here. We'll try to do these thematically. So this one we can discuss sort of the driving experience and the performance feel of the Escape. So obviously this is a really family-oriented model. This is, hopefully you can see me and not, I don't know. This is a really family-oriented model. We've got the urethane wheel and shifter, which actually doesn't feel very bad, and the wheel has these sort of indents that are pretty sporty. The seat felt great. I mean, after I was just roaming around taking all these pictures, and it's really cold out, so I had the windows open and have no jacket on. So, once I got back inside, I was like, these seats feel really good. You got the adjustable headrests. I noticed that the back seat reclines for, it's a pretty. It looks decent, and it has a good distance between the seat base in the back and the floor to let you sit sort of feet down instead of in some cars, particularly the Jeep Patriot and the Jeep Patriot and that other little one that I'm forgetting right now. Oh, the Compass. There's basically no room in the back for your legs. I mean, there's like seats and space for your head, but it's not the most comfy experience on a long road trip. So whereas the Escape feels good, I mean, it's got a really clever rear folding seat solution. So because of the way this car is packaged, the rear seats of course fold totally flat, and they make an enormous cabin and load floor. But there is a little bit of a lip because of the packaging of the vehicle sets certain components underneath that back seat. So, it's not a completely flat floor that you could load plywall into, but it does have a really deep trunk and still, of course, this whole width and length of the car that you can use. I'm pretty sure the front seat folds down as well, which is sort of like a Euro thing. I don't know what they're transporting over there, but they always fold the front seat down and then load it with stuff. So we're driving around the country right now. I don't know where I am, and I keep getting lost. I'm on my way to somewhere, and the navigation I was able to program on the move via the controls. And keep in mind, I've been in this car for maybe like an hour total, so that's pretty good. You could just to sort of initiate any kind of sync function. You just press this.
Please say a command.
Check weather.
The phone is currently not connected. Sync is trying to connect to the previously paired phone.
Never mind.
Please say a
Sync.
command.
Never mind, Sync. We'll talk later.
Try saying a device name like phone or USB. You can also say navigation or climate.
Anyway, she's very helpful. It's really hard to take videos of someone trying to learn to do something, particularly in a new car. But this system is really good. I think buyers generally over the course of a lifetime of owning a vehicle would be really pleased with it. The 4 quadrants of the setup is very easy to learn. You've got just, of course, climate. It connects a phone, and then from there is able to provide a variety of other connected services like Pandora Bluetooth and checking the weather, for example, where it will go in and sort of use the phone's data connection and Siri's queries, where she basically Googles whatever she thinks you said. And it's, it is nice, it's helpful. It really is a totally different type of vehicle than driving around with just stereo and FM radio. And I think, I really like it, to the point where my regular car is starting to seem really, really pathetic. The other week I just had to remove, I still, in the door pocket, it has a 6-disc changer, and and for years and years there were just a bunch of dead scratched CDs in the door pocket, and it was so embarrassing. I realized every time I opened my door, wherever I was going, it would just look like I listened to CDs all the time, which, much as I loved CDs and I was burning CDs like a pirate, but it was I haven't listened to a CD in 100 years, and the last CD I got came for free when I bought tickets to a concert. They decided, hey, you've spent $400 on tickets, maybe we'll send you this CD that costs 30 cents to make. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. But Ford is definitely on the buzz of this sort of tech integration. So, you know, you've got obviously 12-volt plug right here where you could plug in. You've got the whole media connected setup, another 12-volt here, 2 USB plugs, 110-volt plug in the back seat, so you could just, like, plug in a laptop without having a car charger. Automatic climate control. This car has a few options. It has the navigation itself, which is like a... the MyFord Touch is sort of like, is its own thing and comes with the SE. And then to build navigation into that system is, I think, an $800 option. And then a backup camera and like rear power door and, you know, the rear tailgate, excuse me, and rear parking sensors are like another $500 options. All, you know, money well spent. I mean, it's going to be, those are features that are going to be beneficial in the long term. Since I've started driving around in cars with those with the blind spot warning, which this particular Escape is not equipped with, but I mean, I don't check my blind spots at all. I mean, I was driving this Mazda in the last 2 weeks. I was in the Kia Sorento SXL and the Mazda 6i Touring, which both have really, really good blind spot warning systems, to the point where, like, you know, it just is automatically notifying you with like little chirps if there is someone there. I mean, you may or may not ever have to check your blind spots again, which, you know, I mean, of course you still would, but I mean, I'm just making that point. And something that's really funny, you know, something that we've always made fun of my dad about in my family is he doesn't check blind spots. Like, even when he's, you know, backing out of a corner or something, like, I don't think his neck like goes that far, so he just goes. So it would be perfect for him, perfect for sort of like in commuter situations where you're like on the phone or you have like employees with you in the car or something. You know, that kind of stuff like is seriously helpful. It's not irritating really, like it was in its first few generations. And then I think the third reason that all these like radar and laser and sonar based like safety systems are going to be really valuable is, I mean, we don't have like serious air visibility problems yet, but you know, in some of these cities, you know, particularly in China, where it's like where like a lot of the news comes out and they show the pictures of you know, a certain smog day. In those situations, like the sonar and the radar blind spot systems and active safety systems, I mean, all that stuff is able to see through, I mean, any kind of particulate matter generally. So it is impervious to smog, and whether it's light or dark out, I mean, it doesn't care if you're sleepy or whatever. It's just doing its thing. So, you know, it's good to have it here when it's sunny, and, you know, I think I'm going to go to McDonald's and get a soda. But, you know, it's really, really good. Imagine if there was like the only thing I can compare it to is like when I've been somewhere where there's been a forest fire nearby, and it's like you just can't see anything. So, I think those systems, I'm starting to warm up to those systems. I mean, of course, now I like automatic transmissions. Oh shit, look at this line. Forget it. I like automatic transmissions, have a taste for Rolls-Royce. I mean, so my tastes are changing, obviously, but, you know, I still like to, you know, gotta keep it real. Just kidding. All right, well, hopefully this has been, you know, relatively watchable. We'll talk to you guys later. I'll try to find a drive-thru that's not so crowded. See ya.